whether or not you give it to them or not. Oh, we are live, and welcome to the vault. I am Roni in the middle.
Real Vault.
The real vault, excuse me.
And I'm your boy Ski Nice as usual. What's going on, everybody? We back again, another weekend, another episode. Give y'all niggas
Back
these real
the
gems. You already know. So what's up, Roni? Talk to me about some topics. Let me know about some talk.
I was reading it. I think Rihanna's ready for motherhood.
Nice,
apparently,
Rihanna.
Yeah, apparently she's been scaling back on. Well, she obviously lost weight, and also she's been scaling back on like drugs. Well, I don't put her out there.
Smoking and drinking, we'll say.
Yeah.
It will say
right,
smoking and drinking, we'll say.
Like
yeah.
But yeah, so she has apparently that is all in an effort to show her boyfriend Hassan. I forgot what his last name is, but
the billionaire dude.
Yeah, so it's all in an effort to show him like she's ready for motherhood.
Okay.
I think it's working.
I think Rihanna would be a great mom.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I haven't seen her out there like that, but even if she was that weed smoking, like the alcohol person, like I think she would still be a great mom regardless.
Please, you know how many gems? Awesome. You know how many gems and jewels that came out of parents like that?
That's right.
And she got money. She got money, so she's good money. Trust me, she's good on the baby. I think Rihanna would be a great mom because she's like fierce. You know, like nobody can mess with Rihanna's kids, dog. Whether it's money or not. You know what I'm saying?
She's also a Pisces. Shout out to Pisces. Just naturally.
What's your zodiac sign?
Pisces.
What's your zodiac sign?
You better watch yourself.
Don't make me turn into Uncle Luke in here, goddammit. Shit.
So his name is Hassan Jamil.
Okay.
Yeah.
Muslim.
So,
Okay.
Yeah, he's definitely Arabic, and him and her have been dating for quite some time now.
Right.
She just wants to show that can be a mother.
Yeah.
So she's doing her thing, but I mean everything that Rihanna touches gold. So I doubt that that's gonna be an issue.
Yeah, and with all that money that they got accumulated,
not just money,
I mean,
but
come
I
on.
feel like everything that she touched is golden. Like she just has a good flow.
Yeah, she don't mess with no bullshit.
Right.
That's kind of like everything she does is well planned, and she fucks with like shit that it suits her. Like I feel like Rihanna doesn't do nothing outside of her Zappato, you know what I'm saying? And shit, with all that money, you better have some kids to pass that shit on to. Shit, that dude is a billionaire, right? Her husband, her boyfriend is
he's heir.
Oh, like a sheik. She heir to the Saudis and all that type of thing. All right. All right. So I mean, money is really not an issue when that's in play. So it's time to have some kids. She got to show a devout. You know what I'm saying? If he's Muslim or whatever.
I mean, she's 31.
He's gonna ask her to be devout.
That time to have children. I'm also 31.
Yeah. I mean, you don't got no kids, right?
I don't got no kids.
Oh, okay.
No, I
you ain't got Rihanna money either though, so
that is very
you might
true.
be ready to have a kid if your man was an heir to the Saudi oil. You know what I mean?
That changes everything.
Hell yeah, why not?
If you are an heir, shout outs at me. I may consider having kids. I may.
I'm not an heir. I put it in the air, but I'm not an heir, so I don't know. I'm sure a lot of women want to have that guy's baby. They want to be with that dude, and Rihanna is his choice.
He makes you happy. Like when you think about it, it's like you can have all that money, but if you're miserable with that money, it's not worth it.
You got to be happy. I think they are happy though because of the fact that she's stepping up like this. And I mean, Rihanna is like a very independent, strong woman. If she don't want to do something, you can't force Rihanna to do shit. So if she's making a change like that, it's obviously a decision in herself. Like, yo, I want to bring myself to another plateau so I can do something long lasting and more, more forwarding with my life. Because she's done it all, dog. Music, makeup, fashion. She does everything well.
Companies went platinum records.
Exactly.
Like you've done everything. So at this point, it's motherhood. It would be the next step. But
that's the biggest step, right? Out of everything she's done. Because even if you got millions and billions, you got to raise them babies. They still gonna be crying and hungry whether you rich or not. You know what I mean? So motherhood is huge. I had heard a story about Fifth. I'm sure everybody know about the shit with Fifth and Lord Jamar. Lord Jamar was getting at Eminem, saying some things like he's a visitor to hip hop and a majority of black people don't listen to Eminem. I don't know what's wrong with Lord Jamar. He's wilding, but 50. That's part of the 50 camp. You can't come at the camp, baby. The unit, man. So Fifth jumped out and he made some comments and he basically like degraded Lord Jamar and called him a bum. He called him a whack ass rapper. He's like, yo, I need a corny broke hype man for my next show.
So
I'll be reaching out. Lord Jamar's from Grand Pooba. He's
okay.
an old school rapper, and you know he's got a claim, but I don't know. From what I understand, Eminem dissed him. He said something about Eminem verbally, not in a song. He said something about Eminem verbally, and then Eminem got back at him.
The song's called
Fall, right? And then Eminem's got another song where he like bashed him again, subliminally though, not like directly saying his name.
Okay.
And then when that wasn't enough, 50 got wind of it, and you don't want problems with my man 50, baby. You don't want trouble with 50, baby.
I never want beef.
Lord Jamar, listen,
ever.
Lord Jamar should have known. Lord Jamar should have known. Coming at Eminem right away. Okay, Eminem is a beast. And Eminem kills people with words. He's hurt people's feelings a lot in the media before just by speaking about them. Yeah. And I feel like Eminem didn't really engage him though. He didn't really see him as a threat because Lord Jamar honestly is washed. Like he's not a rapper anymore. He's more like a classic personality, I would say. And I don't know who's listening to his opinions, but if you into lyrics and you're into hip hop, everybody knows Eminem is fucking talented, white or not. And I feel like Lord Jamar tried to make it like a racial thing or whatever. And I get where he's coming from, but Eminem is a staple in hip hop. For him to say that Eminem is just a visitor to hip hop and that black people don't listen to Eminem. Have you ever seen 8 Mile, Lord Jamar? I mean, it was nothing but black people that he was battling and rapping against.
True.
He came up on the 8 Mile of Detroit. That shit still needs lotion out there. You know what I'm saying? That shit is still the hood, still ashy. So, and that's where Eminem is from.
I don't think that rap needs to be a white or black thing.
No,
like,
it's about talent.
If you're talented, then you're talented.
Correct.
It is what it is. If you're illest with words, then it doesn't matter like what your skin color is. You should be allowed to.
Plus, if Fafty's in the background for you, baby,
I'm mad that you calling him Fafty. Like you're not letting go of this Fafty.
Nigga, that's the name that pays right there, my nigga. Everybody knows that Fafty could be like 50's alter ego.
It should be.
You know what I'm saying? Like by day he's 50 Cent, and then at night when he goes out hunting down all these debts, right? He's Fafty, the debt hunter.
I feel like he goes into like a phone booth and changes his clothes, and he becomes Fafty.
Takes off the hat and rips off a G-Unit shirt, and he's got the fucking G-Unit tattoo on his chest, like Fafty out here. You know what I mean? Just go and fuck everybody up and shit. So 50 responded to Lord Jamar and put him in his place real quick because 50 is, as we know, 50 is a mogul and he's megastar, but
he's also very petty.
Right,
he's somebody that you do not want to cross. I will never want to cross.
But one thing about Fifth is that Fifth is extremely loyal to a fault, and if it wasn't for Eminem, you know, we could could possibly say Fifth wouldn't even know Dre. Fifth wouldn't have a G-Unit, maybe. I'm not saying that Fifth wouldn't be extremely successful because he was on that road already, but to merge with M and Dre was like the biggest thing that anybody could have ever done, and you have to be grateful for that and show loyalty. So that's when Fifth come out.
What was that song that he had? Like it was like his first major song where it was like How to Rob the Industry. How to Rob the Industry. Yo, that was one of the best songs.
Yeah. That was 50's come out. Like,
yo, it was one of the best songs.
And he knew, Fifth knew when he
planned this from
jump. Yeah, he
knew what this was.
He knew what his success was gonna be.
So, speaking of aggressive, did you hear about Arnold Schwarzenegger getting jump kicked in the back?
Your man, whoever son is, I don't know his name. Your man was wilding for publicity or wilding for attention or whatever.
That is one of the funniest videos that I have seen this week thus far.
Have you ever seen those videos when they be like only in Africa? Nigga, Arnold Schwarzenegger will only get double drop kicked in the back in Africa. That shit would not happen over here.
Right. But something about it was just hilarious. Like he was doing, and he apparently he does an annual sports event in South Africa.
Yep.
So it's called like Arnold's Classic Day or Arnold's Classic Sports Event. Something
he looks out for Africa.
Yeah. So the guy, I guess, wanted to get fame and attention and drop kicked the Arnold Schwarzenegger, who, mind you, is 71 years old. But
71? Arnold is 71? Cheese on bread. Arnold is 71? And he's brolic.
Yeah, he's 71.
Yo, did you see how he took that kick? That shit was like a bump on the shoulder.
What I'm saying. He didn't realize that he got kicked until he saw the video. At 71, most people would have broke a hip.
Dog, word.
He got kicked in the back.
And Arnold took that shit like a champ too. He turned around and looked at the nigga, was like, "Yo, you sus," and kept it moving.
Right. So his whole thing was that even though you want to forward that video, or even if you want to repost it, pretty much just focus on the fact that what he's doing for the kids, not really the guy that's trying to get attention. Because the guy was screaming, "Help me! I need a Lamborghini."
Dog, you know he was mentally insane. Something was wrong with that dude.
Of course.
That's not how you get a Lambo out of Arnold.
Right?
You know what I mean? You gotta be a hot housekeeper or maid, and then you gotta let him smash. Wild, crazy, sloppy toppy.
What?
And then maybe you'll get...
Every episode.
Maybe you'll get a... Listen, after you do all that for Arnold, maybe you'll get a Toyota Camry. That nigga's not running around handing out Lambos. How's he ever going to be governor again?
To people who is back kicking him, or excuse me, jump kicking him in the back.
Yes,
like,
that was a Ninja Turtle kick.
definitely.
And from the one angle that I seen the video from, you seen Arnold's eyes like light up, and he just falls towards the camera. I thought he was down on the ground. Then I seen it from another angle. I'm like, yo, that shit didn't even stun this nigga. It looked like WWF, you know, when they do the fake hits with the stomp, and they hit you, and it's like fake. That's how that shit look. It didn't even stun the.
His
you know
thing
what I mean?
was pretty much just he was just happy that it didn't ruin his Snapchat. That's what he said. He was just happy that that kick didn't ruin his Snapchat.
I think that shit, if anything, that shit just boosted Arnold up a little more because, like you said, 71 years old, he got drop kicked. It didn't even phase him. He kept going on with the day. That nigga's truly the Terminator. You can't stop Arnold, my nigga. He's truly the fucking Terminator. So in other news, my man Max B, shout out French Montana, shout out Max B, man. Hold your head while behind bars. We keep hoping to get Max home and out of jail. But it's been 8 years since we've heard any new music from Max and French Montana.
Wow,
8 years, man. Yeah, he's been in for a while, man.
Sheesh.
And we all been like free Max for a long time. Yeah, man. So what French Montana was able to do was, you know, obviously that's his brother, like a brother to him. He wanted to get him out of jail, but he couldn't get him out of jail, so he did the next best thing and he got his message out. And for the first time in 8 years, Max B has new music out on SoundCloud. Yeah. And French was able to...
EP, LP?
Well, it's the one song right now.
Okay.
But then he plans to get more music rolling. But the one song right now is what is like the big play. Because it's so hard to get anything in or out of jail. So especially with Max, because Max was in solitary for a while and all that shit. But French, that's his man like this. So French is, you know, hold him down, hold his family down by his side and everything. And French managed to get his vocals out over the phone so that he could do a song because everybody's been asking for Max B music. Yeah.
Wow.
So he got the song out. It's on SoundCloud right now. And it's killing from what I see. I just downloaded SoundCloud and it's got a lot of likes, a lot of hits.
That made you download SoundCloud?
I'm a YouTube guy. So
Gotcha.
yeah, SoundCloud was like, I've heard of it and I've watched some music, up and coming artists on there, but I'm mainly on YouTube just because I feel like it's more of like an ear to the streets.
Gotcha.
And it's easy to get a YouTube account.
I had SoundCloud and also Dat Piff.
Dat Piff was that shit.
Dat Piff was good. Only honestly just for Chance. It was Chance the Rapper that made me download it. Like Chance released some good shit that was on.
Yo, you know what's crazy is I've never heard any music from Chance the Rapper.
At all?
No, I'm lying. I've heard the Doritos commercial, and if you call that music, I've heard the Doritos commercial, and I heard one other song that he did. That's when I first saw the hat with the 3 on it.
Yeah.
Was when that other one song.
You didn't listen to his last album?
Album-wise, no. Because I'm into hardcore hip hop. That's my thing. It's just not my genre. Nothing against Chance. You know, I hear he's talented.
Oh, yeah,
and I hear he's really positive.
Amazing. Speaking of, did you hear YFN Lucci? So
in Atlanta.
So I was reading that he got he was doing a what you call it? A music video.
Okay.
And ended up getting shot up.
His car, right?
Yeah, no, that was the week prior. So his mom's Mercedes-Benz got shot up the week prior, but then he was shooting a music video also with young Lucci.
Okay.
And then they got shot up at
YFN Lucci,
at the music video.
It's all right. It's a lot of names that are similar in abbreviations. It's hard to hold on to everybody. But yeah, so this is the second shooting with him, no? Yeah, because I heard about the one last week with the G-Wagon, the Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon, and when I saw the picture, they hit that shit up. Really? All the windows was tagged. They wasn't shooting no tires or no doors or nothing. They was shooting for heads because all the windows, like all the way around in the back, had bullet holes in them.
So they weren't taking body shots. They was going for...
No, they was trying to smoke something. They just didn't know, I guess, who was in the car because the windows were limo tinted. Yeah. But they was shooting at windows. When you see shots at windows, are headshots. Like, so.
But also this week, like, it seems like a lot of people are getting shot. Like Yo Gotti, Waka Flocka, Offset. Like, all these people got shot this week. Like,
it's crazy.
It's a lot of people.
Atlanta, big shout out to Atlanta. But, Atlanta is not a joke. Don't go to Atlanta and thinking shit is sweet. It's a lot of trannies running around out there, but it's also a lot of niggas that will smoke your shit out there. And the guns is everywhere.
The trannies might smoke you, too.
Oh, a tranny will be in a club with a thong on, then next day with a red flag on his head, bucking a fucking Tech 9. You don't know who's shooting you. Is it Misty from the strip club or is it Mister from the streets? You know what I mean? Like,
either way, you getting shot.
You getting clapped by a tranny in Atlanta.
Either
so
way.
Hold your heads in Atlanta. Be very careful and big shout out to everybody doing it in the music game and just be careful out there, y'all. Niggas talk a lot of shit and niggas, bump their gums a lot and everybody, especially on the mic and on camera and shit. People say things and they let their alter egos, if you will, let their alter egos get ahead of them. Y'all niggas gotta slow down, man, because there's some real killers out there in every state. And y'all niggas think shit is sweet, you will get smoked. That goes for New York, LA, anywhere you go. So just hold your head, do your rap thing, and stop talking reckless to niggas in the state where you're not from if you're not handling them tools, if you know what I'm saying. You got to be a mechanic out here.
I don't even understand, like, the reason for shooting him. It's like...
I mean...
it's sad that people still get shot because of hate. You know what I'm saying? Like, it...
I mean, well, look at what happened to, what's his name? In Atlanta, he just got shot he was at the studio. Cardi B's husband, Offset. He was in the studio, and we don't know how that transpired, but he was at a studio doing a session, and dudes drove by in a car and started clapping at him. I believe that was also in Atlanta, if I'm not mistaken. That was last week or week before last. Offset, I believe they're from Atlanta. Migos and them is from Atlanta. So they got beefs everywhere, but when you big like that and you doing something, you part of a movement, you a target, and niggas can find you a lot easier. See, people think when you get famous and you get big that you got all this security and all this protection. Unless you're spending all your money on security, you still have to travel alone and live your life with your family, and niggas will catch you. Right, and niggas will catch you.
And stuff. Speaking of Cardi B, she ended up canceling 2 concerts, El Paso and also Baltimore.
I heard.
Because she had plastic surgery. So she did liposuction and a breast augmentation after her child.
Getting that ass snatched, baby. Mommy makeover time.
Snatching it back up.
Word up. But Cardi, well, I don't know, maybe that's the plastic surgery. Cardi don't look like she need that to me. She look good,
Listen, she had a child.
So did Beyonce.
And Beyonce probably had it, but she took time off too.
That's true. Maybe I don't know.
But the difference is, Beyonce probably had it, but remember, Beyonce lives a very private life.
Yeah, like, they don't let the details of their shit out.
You don't know shit.
They like the Obamas.
They
like the Obamas.
Anything about Beyonce's
they
private life.
They kind of up there like
However,
that.
However, on the flip side, Cardi B is kind of real. Like, I'm not really a huge Cardi B fan, but I do appreciate how real she was. So when she canceled a concert, she could have just said for,
undisclosed reason.
Yeah, you're right. But she put it out there like, nah, I was having a liposuction. Yeah. I was getting my breasts done.
Facts. Cardi B is, no lie, that has always been Cardi B. As long as I've been watching her and seeing her in the media, she just pops out with the truth. And sometimes she's a little too raw for people.
Oh, yeah.
But us New Yorkers, we respect that. We love that about her because she's one of us still. And she holds that prime dear to her heart. She stays like that. You know what I'm saying?
Because she definitely could have swept this under the rug. Because 2 canceled concerts in places like El Paso and Baltimore, it's not like really like known places to say where she would have to give a full explanation. Don't nobody know nothing about El Paso.
Either way, your fans are your fans.
Yes,
and if you got a venue, especially on Cardi's level now, she's hot, she's doing big things, dropped the album, all that. On her level,
and it was a spring bling.
Oh, okay. Baltimore. See. Exactly. Yeah. And on her level, there's a lot of fans there. So it's only right that you speak to your fans and you tell them and let them know. Then she, I heard that she came out and was telling them like, yo, I'm not supposed to be performing under my doctor's advice, but I'm gonna do this anyway. Yeah. And then that was prior, and then she ended up having to cancel. Right. And then she ended up having to cancel.
She canceled El Paso and then Baltimore.
That's crazy.
But I mean, she was still a trooper. She actually did that. She finished that concert. She didn't move around.
That's
a lot.
the New York in her.
But right.
Keeping it 100 all day and night. Word, Bronx, New York. Shout out B.I.G. In other New York news, I don't know how many years coming this shit has been, but finally in Brooklyn, we have a street named after B.I.G. Shout out Buck.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? And they changed the street name to suit Biggie. They named it Christopher Wallace Way. And it was years in the making. They've been, Biggie's been gone. We lost Biggie a long time ago. It's been over a decade that he's been gone. And
was it his street?
What? The street that they renamed? Yeah. It was a street that was infamous for him hanging out and being there. I'm not sure if he actually lived on that street, but that was where, that was the block. That was where the trap was. That was where he hung out. That's where everybody who knew Big in Brooklyn knew him from. Exactly. And they actually featured that. They actually featured that actual street corner back in the days in the video with him and Jay-Z. The song that him and Jay-Z have together. They feature that corner in that video. But yeah, I mean, Brooklyn, it was all about community council and shit like that, politics. And the idea had come up many years ago, and finally they got a decision of 33-1 in the vote to change that street name to Christopher Wallace Way.
I'm trying to figure out who that one is. Find that one.
Listen, fuck that one. He's done. We got it. You know what I'm saying? That one don't mean nothing.
True.
We got that shit done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's cool.
Word up. Cool. So now it's going to be called Christopher Wallace Way. And people in Brooklyn are ecstatic, obviously.
Absolutely.
And Biggie's mother commented about... No, that's Tupac's mother. Afeni Shakur's Tupac's mom. Biggie's mom commented on it, and she was very happy. She was in all smiles, and it's rare to see her smile. Because she's a serious woman, even when Big was alive, you know what I'm saying? He, in his music, he tells you how strong his mother was, how serious. So to see her happy, gleeful, and smiling about this is a huge tribute, a huge stand up for Brooklyn. Shout out Brooklyn, shout out East New York and all the parts of Brooklyn.
Gotcha.
And we got, like you was telling me earlier, Phife Dawg got a street named after him.
Yeah,
in Queens, right here from Tribe Called Quest. They from Queens.
Long time.
And
last year, 2 years.
And he got that. He's alive. You know what I'm saying? So
no.
Well,
he's
not alive now. But what I'm saying is that the street was named after him a minute ago, at the point of his death.
It was probably about a couple of months after.
Correct. This has been years in the making.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
You understand what I'm saying? So and however it comes about, I mean, I'm assuming it comes about the same way in Queens that it does in Brooklyn with the community council. They voted that shit right in Queens, months after he died. This shit has been years, and Biggie and the fans
Queens is
Brooklyn
awesome.
People, huh?
Because Queens is awesome.
Yeah, well, Queens is awesome. Listen, I'm not doubting. We're not downplaying Queens. Queens is awesome. So is Brooklyn. Brooklyn's awesome too.
True.
You know what I mean? So that's why I'm saying they should be. And this is the notorious B.I.G.
Yeah, that's true.
I think there's a little more clout over Biggie's name than Phife Dawg. You feel what I'm saying?
Especially given the fact that he was a part of a group.
Yeah.
And Biggie was by himself. So it's even just that alone, the fact that you held this kind of caliber on your
Dolo.
On your by yourself.
Because it's not like Sean Combs and Christopher Wallace Way.
Exactly.
It's B.I.G.
Exactly.
It's, you know what I mean? Christopher Wallace Way. So
I hear you. So in Morehouse, because right now it's about to be June, so there's a lot of graduations.
Okay.
And there is a billionaire, Robert F. Smith. So he's the owner. He's the owner of an IT tech company.
Big bucks.
And
Okay.
So he's a billionaire, and he decided. Well, he was the commence speaker at the graduation and paid off $40 million of student loans. It was so amazing.
Hold on, you got your numbers right? $40 million?
It came to $40 million.
My only question is he black?
Yeah.
My nigga.
He is. So he's the founder of Vista Equity Partners.
Okay.
And it was about 400 students that were at the that was at the graduation ceremony. And again, but what I found to be funny is that when I was doing my research about about Robert F. Smith, about what he did, giving back to his community. Okay. A lot of people were upset on some like, well, what about us?
Yeah, I'm about to say they just hating because they didn't get their tuition paid off.
That's what I'm saying. Because but it's so disgusting that you can't even look at the positivity of it. Like your answer is like, well, what about my student?
Right. Everybody's worried about them. Their
like,
own
what about my motherfuckers?
Listen, this just happened to this is what's known as a blessing. They come at times when you don't expect it. Yeah. And what you got to realize is that student loans follow you for the rest of your life.
Student loans cripple you.
Correct.
So there was a kid. His name was Aaron Mitchum, and he was saying that his student loans was $200,000, and he saw himself paying that off for the next like 25 years. Okay. Apparently, to go to Morehouse, it costs about $48,000 a year.
Morehouse is a historic black college, and their tuition is high.
Very expensive.
They're like the Ivy League of black colleges. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's also just very expensive. So what I appreciated about this guy is the fact that not only did he just pay off student loans, but he prepared young black men for an ideal future.
Correct. Without debt, a debt-free future, where you can go out in this world, and do something great with the talents that you've been given in school, and you don't have to worry about paying them back.
Anything. You're not hindered by that debt, because debt is a hindrance. Like student loan debt is a major ass hindrance.
And that shit stresses
you out. I know, Navient, but like it's what I like about it is the fact that you're giving them a head start.
Yeah, you got to give them a jump.
Most people don't get.
And when I watched the video for that, it's crazy because when I watched the video for that, and he was giving the commencement speech, I think it is. He was giving the speech, and you see the people in the back when he announced that shit.
Yeah, the administrators in the back was flipping out.
They're still paying their student loans off, and they're like, "Nigga, I work for the college.
What about
help us?"
me?
It's like, nah, it's about these new students that's leaving out of here and going out into the world, because you got to look at the real statistics of it. Very few people who graduate. All right, I'll use lawyers as an example. Most lawyers who pass the bar, they go to law school, they pass the bar, they work while they're in school, they pay their tuition or whatever. They still come out of law school with $100,000 or more of student loan debt.
I want to say or more.
Right.
Even doctors.
Right. Doctors is way more.
Yeah, doctors
it's way
because
more
it's
expensive.
like what, like 8 years of school?
But here's the thing with the lawyers when they come out, right? Because I've had a few experiences with public defendants. When they come out, they take a job working for the city, and they're making like $28,000 a year, and they got over
like
100,000. Yeah, as a public defender.
Oh, gotcha,
but here's the thing: for them, it's like that's how you get your foot in the door. That's how you get your name big. That's how you get.
That's your sacrifice time.
Yeah, but then when you get scooped up, you still sacrificing because you went through the grind time or whatever, and you got this lucrative job with this law firm. Some firms, if you nasty, they'll pay off your debt. I've seen that too. Firms will pay off debts for lawyers if they, you know what I'm saying? And it'll be contractual. Most times they don't though. And even if you get a job with a good law firm, your ass is still in debt.
Yeah.
So it's like for him to relinquish those students of that debt,
you're giving them a crazy head start. Like that is amazing. But his plan was to do that so that way he can start a trend, pretty much. Yeah. So that way the graduates of of 2019 can possibly come back and do the same thing for another
when
class.
They now become millionaires after he gave them the alley-oop.
Right.
Makes sense.
Alley-oop is a perfect thing. That's what he's trying to do. So he shot the ball and he's waiting for the next person to come in and
jam that down.
Right.
I get it.
I think it's amazing. I'm disgusted by the people who are upset about the what about us.
Well, but you gotta understand, niggas gonna be upset.
Yeah, but even if you flip it, schools, community schools, I believe, community college or NY schools are now free. If you do the right steps, they're now free. So what about all the hundreds of people or thousands of people or hundreds of years?
Are you gonna get a profound education in that free school?
It's not about that.
That's what carries you through life.
No, but what I'm saying is, if you're gonna talk about the what about me, there's people who are still paying off that tuition for that same school that you may or may not have gotten, the great education from.
True.
So you can't look at it. Somebody did an amazing gesture. the class of 2018 can't turn around and say, well, like, what about me?
Right.
Like, it's disrespectful. Just accept the fact, be happy in those people's blessings, and that's it.
But you know, that's how hating is, man. The niggas out there hate. It's hard to be happy for other people, especially the ones that are in a similar situation to you. It's like the people who
are
the...
student loans. I'm happy as shit for them boys.
Right, but you're rare. That's a rare viewpoint, and you're mature for that, and you're educated for that. Everybody is not that comfortable, especially when you're paying your student loans and you're watching these niggas. You graduated 2018. These niggas just graduated 2019. You're like, nigga, I gotta start paying my loans back. I gotta start paying my loans back immediately.
Yo, it's like 6 months break you get, and it's like they come.
They don't even give you time to find a job before the letters start coming.
Not even.
So big shout out to, what's his name?
Robert F. Smith.
And big shout out,
the graduates of 2019, all graduates, debt or debt not, graduates of 2019.
Because if you graduated with that debt on your back, like those students did, they didn't know he was going to come and pay that. So they graduated straight through, debt on their back, knowing what they was facing, and they got a gift.
And they got a surprise, right.
Shout out to them. I hope they do big things with that.
Absolutely.
In other news, man, I hate to go back to a sad topic, my man Nipsey, man, but finally, that bitch ass nigga Eric Holder, you know what I'm saying, who killed the late great Nipsey or whatever, Los Angeles County just seek to immediately indict this nigga. No trial and none of that, you know what I mean, no prolonged process. They took his trial straight to the grand jury and gave them an opportunity to analyze it for what it is. And he's going down. I mean, basically, they got him. They indicted him on 2 counts of attempted murder and 1 count of possession of a firearm for a felon because he got caught with the gun like a real dickhead. So the Los Angeles County DA, they indicted him immediately, and they threw another attempted murder charge on it, and they stuck the felony possession of a firearm, possession of a firearm by a felon on him. And in California, where they have the 3 strikes rule, if you're a felon, you're not supposed to have a firearm. Can't do that. And if you get 3 strikes, you're in jail for life. So I'm pretty sure, don't quote me, but if he gets indicted and this goes through, he's probably going to be doing life in jail. So, I mean, is that what we want?
I don't know if the world wants to hear my views on that one.
Is that satisfying to me? I'd rather see niggas do him like they did Gaddafi and just beat the shit out of this pussy. But
no, see, you know, I have a completely different view about that.
Talk to me.
For the simple fact that, and I know people are gonna say like, oh, that's all like Instagram talk. It's not like, you know, the popular opinion. But everybody who has been surrounded by Dr. Sebi has all been killed, and
Dr. Sebi included. I feel.
There you go.
I feel that they niggas killed Dr. Sebi as well.
All of a sudden, he was in jail. He was in jail for no particular reason, and then all of a sudden, while he was in jail, he got killed in that 2 days.
And
it sucks.
And Nipsey has roots to Ethiopia.
He
has natural
aside,
African roots.
But we're talking about Michael Jackson, Lisa,
Left Eye.
Left Eye.
Correct.
And also now Nipsey. So to me, I don't want to just go by popular opinion.
Right.
But I just find it to be real sus.
Yeah, that everybody in connection with Dr. Sebi, even himself, has turned up dead.
Because the way how Nipsey got killed, it was I think the guy like showed up, shot him, but there were people around him but didn't do anything, and then he ended up leaving and coming back and shot him again in front of his store. Like it was just a really sus situation around his death.
That's how it is when you get killed.
In my opinion,
that's how it is when you get killed by a friend or somebody close to you.
I'll give you that.
And I'll go with your assassination theory because I saw a video, and this is like left field, but I saw a video with where they claim that the Los Angeles County Police Department, because as we know, Nipsey Hussle was doing things, making leaps and bounds in the community. So I heard. And he had
like a meeting that afternoon with LAPD, no?
But the next day. It was the next day. It was supposed to do a press conference, and he was gonna tie together Bloods and Crips, and Nipsey was doing things that was unheard of in the neighborhood. So it's not unlikely, or it's not unheard of to see people in his own neighborhood who are close to him being that jealous. Let's remember, Eric Holder wanted to be a rapper. Nipsey was supposed to be putting him down. Nipsey signed a Bounty Hunter Blood to a Crip label just to bridge the gap, because that's what Nipsey was about. His movement was about bigger than rap. His movement was about bringing the entire community of people together.
Gotcha. And that's a beautiful thing.
And when you try to do that, make moves like that,
yeah.
Your own people sometimes get jealous and they want to stop that movement because they don't feel that they've been gratified or that they've been given anything. But
I want to believe that, but it's like, again, that whole Dr. Sebi thing is like...
So let's go conspiracy theory. I seen another theory where there's a white man. If you in the video when Nipsey gets shot, I'm sure everybody's seen it. I don't want to watch it or bring it up in people's minds, but in that video, you see before Nipsey ever gets shot, or you even see Nipsey by the Marathon store, there is the car of a white male Los Angeles County police officer. He pulls into this mini mall and he speaks to Eric Holder. They show him speak to Eric Holder, or he speaks to someone, let's say. And then he leaves, and then 10 minutes later, the person that he spoke to comes back. That ties into what you were just saying. And then Nipsey gets shot in the head. Well, it's speculative.
So who's this?
Because from the camera, from the video, from that view, you can't get a license plate number to prove that car is for the officer. Okay. You don't get a clear view of the officer's face because it's a long range, it's a long distance shot. But they know.
Sus.
They know. They know who that dude is.
Sus.
It's all the way sus.
Yeah.
And the only
I also think Chinks. I don't. He's not tied into that, but I just feel like Chink's death was also kind of sus to me too.
Yeah.
But I'm also a conspiracy theorist, so
right.
Like
we're not gonna go on and on conspiracy.
No, we're not going.
But we see how they killing how some higher power or somebody with jealous intentions or whatever is killing off people right in their prime, right as they're coming to the peak. You know what I'm saying? And they just get shot and killed.
Hamilton.
Yeah. And you just get shot. They tried to kill Fred Hamilton's family.
Yeah.
Not even just him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When they stormed that apartment, when that happened to Fred Hamilton, and they shot that apartment up, they tried to kill his entire family and wipe them off the planet because what he was saying was prophetic and it was true. And people, I was always taught that the most dangerous thing in the world, the most powerful thing in the world is an idea. It's an idea. If you educated and you have ideas that can bring people together or educate others, just the idea to educate others.
Marcus Garvey.
Correct. It's something that they will not tolerate.
Yeah.
They will not stay. If they don't want your movement to make it, they will find ways to infiltrate your organization and get your own people to kill you. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like nobody is money proof. And I feel like the powers that be, they're like printing money. Money's nothing to them. But it's something to us because we're poor. Right. We've always gone poor.
Right.
And if
Kanye spoke about it.
Right. As soon as you give people who never had nothing, you offer them a bunch of money to do something. It's like, yo, his brother's life is worth nothing now because you willing to give him $2 million.
Speaking of
Talk to
money, so did you hear that the Raptors gave Drake like $700,000? Was it? I thought you said 1.5 million.
No. We looked into it. We reconfirmed it was $700,000. Yep. For that on the jacket.
Yeah.
Well, he's an ambassador for Toronto, for the Toronto Raptors.
But you did also hear that he bought a 737 or 757.
Drake. We know about Air Drake 30 passenger.
Yo, that I was not prepared for.
I know. 30 passenger. Listen, Drake is an overall. He's like awesome. The minister.
He's awesome.
He's like the indistinct minister of Canada. You know what I'm saying? Like anywhere the Raptors go, you see that? Yo, did you see Drake at the game? This nigga's yelling at referees about calls because he's sitting courtside.
Yeah.
So it's like you're right there. He's almost on the bench with the players and the coaches. The referees are running back and forth past him. You know, when you sit courtside, that's what it is. But Drake is extremely passionate about Canada, and he loves the Raptors.
He's pretty much the equivalent of Spike Lee with the Knicks.
Yeah.
You remember, Spike Lee used to stand on them games.
But the Knicks ain't never gave Spike Lee no $700,000 jacket for being a fan. That nigga spent all his money What did they give him? Drake is
Not
actually
a damn thing.
Exactly. Drake is free jersey, season tickets, please, to see the Knicks lose. Anyway, Drake has got.
That's not nice.
It's true.
That's not nice.
Truth is not always nice, but true. Drake is such a, I say, impromptu ambassador of the Toronto Raptors. Yeah. You know, he takes the team on his shoulders, and he's very passionate. Sometimes a little too passionate, if you ask me, because I feel like...
Isn't there a Drake curse?
I feel like he's being interfering. There is a Drake curse. They claim there's a Drake curse. Like, any team... When the Raptors played the 76ers, Drake wore 76ers jersey, and the 76ers lost. So, but Drake didn't have to do that with the Milwaukee Bucks. You know what I'm saying? They were up 2-0. All right, Milwaukee was up. They had Toronto in the hole because I'm watching basketball and I'm assuming like, Milwaukee's gonna take this fight and wipe Toronto out and they're gonna go and play Golden State. But that might not be the case here, man. I mean, Toronto's won 3 straight games. Yeah, it's the score is the series is 3-2.
Kevin Durant's gonna go.
Kevin Durant could possibly go to the Knicks or the Clippers.
Okay.
It's all in him. It's all in his decision what he wants to do. He's been with GSW. He's won some rings. So, he's been making fucking gobs of money. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Every year, every deal Kevin Durant signs. Kevin Durant is an amazing player, so his deal is nothing short of amazing. You know what I mean? They're not going to offer him short bread.
Mean despite wherever he goes, he's going to have an amazing deal?
Yeah, they have to.
Gotcha.
And anybody that wants to get Kevin Durant, you got to set him up. And then on top of all of that,
Max contract.
right, on top of that, the Knicks have 2 slots for max contracts, and the Clippers have 1. Those are his options, I think, that he's weighing or whatever. The Knicks, I'm not sure to the dollar amount, but I'm pretty certain the Knicks have more money to give. But it's really boils down to where he wants to be and probably where he sees himself winning a ring. Gotcha. Any real athlete wants an accomplishment over money.
I feel like Kevin Durant has always chased the ring, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why he left OKC.
Right, exactly.
Because him and Westbrook was like this.
Yeah.
Maybe not off the court. But when they was in a game scenario, their chemistry on the court was huge.
He always chased the ring.
And people, and a lot of people like myself wondered, like, yo, why the fuck you left OKC? But then when he got to Golden State and them niggas was busting ass and he got them rings, now you see why.
It made sense.
Now you see why.
He was always chasing the
ring. But I feel like Golden State doesn't even need Durant. They got a slaughter team. You see the niggas injured and they still busting ass without him. They got a slaughter squad. Let's build a slaughter squad on the East. Durant, LeBron, whoever, come to the East. Let's bring a ring back to the East Coast.
Though? The East where?
Anywhere at this point, because I'm from New York. You know what I mean? Obviously, I'm a New Yorker, and I would love to see the Knicks win a ring. Don't get me wrong, but I don't see it in the near future. So let's get eastbound. The last time the East had a ring is when LeBron was in Cleveland. He fucked up Golden State. Golden State is the pinnacle team to beat. And whenever that dynasty does break down and those players leave, get traded, retire, whatever happens, that's when other teams can be contenders and basketball will be ill again. I feel like basketball is boring right now watching Golden State.
I feel like but I feel like the East Coast has NFL on lock, in my opinion.
NFL?
Yeah.
We going to football?
I'm just saying because there's a lot of there's a lot of Giants, Eagles. Like championships. Yeah. So I feel like we have the NFL and basketball. But the NFL
is substantially shorter than the NBA. NBA, they play, 86, 82, something like that. 80 plus games a year they play. So it's a lot. And there are more teams in the NBA than in the NFL, if I'm not mistaken. Because, let's look at California alone. You have 3 basketball teams out of California by itself. You got the Lakers, you got the Clippers, and then you got Golden State. And you got Sacramento. That's 4 teams in California alone.
And then in football, you have the Raiders. You have the 49ers.
I doing the Judge Mathis, huh?
I know there's another team.
What'd
like
you say?
I know there's another team.
Yeah, I know a crackhead when I see one. No, I'm just joking.
Don't put me on the spot like that.
You got the Raiders, you got the Rams, and you got the 49ers.
Okay, so I only missed the Rams.
Correct.
So give me some credit.
High five.
I only.
Too cool for high fives today. We'll holster that. Nah, I'm just joking. Ronnie,
no,
come on. Low five.
I don't want it.
Do a low.
I don't want it.
Anyway,
You played me.
Take a joke.
Either so I feel like I think we touched on everything that we wanted to talk
Yeah,
about.
well, I got one more joint. My man Pac-Man. Manny Pacquiao about to fight Thurman. It's confirmed.
I think he's only famous because of his fight with Floyd Mayweather. Like,
nobody
would have known shit about
You don't know nothing about boxing. Don't trigger that nigga. Don't trigger that nigga. Listen, I'm gonna give you a little bit. I don't know a lot about boxing. My man keeps me up on the boxing shit, but I know Manny Pacquiao has been a champion. That nigga's a warrior.
I didn't hear about him until his fight with Floyd Mayweather.
Correct. Because Floyd Mayweather is a fucking movie. That nigga's a show.
Absolutely.
If you could be in the bottom of the barrel, you could be in the gutter. If you fighting Floyd Mayweather, you a star now.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what happens when you fight a character like Mayweather, and Mayweather's extremely talented. But so is Manny Pacquiao. Okay. And Manny Pacquiao gave Floyd Mayweather a run for the money.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And now he's gonna give Thurman a run for the money, and that fight is confirmed.
When is that fight?
I don't think the date is out yet. It's confirmed that they are gonna fight, but I don't think the date has been confirmed yet for the fight. It's sometime in the summer though, maybe June or July.
Okay.
Yeah, it's coming up soon, and it's definitely gonna be a humongous fight because I feel like Mayweather's not fighting, and Mayweather's like moving towards retirement. He's done so much.
He's also trying to do UFC.
Yeah, we'll see how that he spoke about that and he mentioned it, but I don't think that's serious. I think Mayweather believes in himself because he's been victorious and he believes that he can win in any arena.
Gotcha.
But until you get in there and you take a shin kick to the
that's
forehead,
what I'm thinking, because you
don't know what you can do.
What was his name? Kobe? Oh my gosh, forget it. It was a dude that had passed away, but he used to do a lot of street fighting. There you go, Kimbo Slice.
Okay.
And he went into UFC for a while, but he was so used to just doing knockouts that when he went in, there were people that was able to
got fucked up.
Got
that ass whooped. And Kimbo Slice had an enormous knockout record.
Yeah.
For stand-up boxing.
Yeah, but his knockouts were like all of what, a minute? Couple of seconds, like he used to go in. He had a lot of knockouts, man. He had a lot of knockouts, man. In stand-up boxing, not MMA. Right, but that's a different ball game. He was used to doing fights that would only last 2-3 minutes. Yeah, exactly. backyard brawler is what they was calling him. That would only last 2-3 minutes. He didn't have the stamina to do MMA. He tried to. Do you know who Michael Jai White is? No. Michael Jai White is a famous actor, but he's also a martial artist, and Michael Jai White is the truth. He, you ever seen Black Dynamite? That's one of the funny movies that he did. Yeah. The dude from Black Dynamite with the afro, the black dude, the main character in that movie. Oh, yeah. That's Michael Jai. Remember, he was doing all the kung fu in the 70s. Yeah. Michael Jai White is really into fighting, and he's a real martial artist. And he sparred and fought with Kimbo Slice and fucked Kimbo Slice up. Because Kimbo Slice is a backyard brawler and he's a stand-up boxer, you know what I mean? He's into stand-up fighting and one-on-one, mano-a-mano kind of boxing, where UFC incorporates everything. So as far as that comment about Mayweather going into UFC, I'm not doubting the man and saying he couldn't do it, but I doubt that's going to be a move he wants to make. If you're retiring from regular boxing, regular stand-up boxing, there's no way you're ready to go into MMA. MMA is a war zone. Octagon. He keeps talking about it though. Yeah, well, many stars and celebrities keep different things coming out because they want to stay abreast and they want to stay in the public eye. Right. So if you can give the people something you give the people something to grasp onto, they're gonna run with it. But Mayweather's legendary, not for nothing. But that's like Michael Jordan when he did boxing and then. Wait. He did boxing for a while. I think he did golf.
Michael Jordan did baseball. He did golf.
Excuse me. I said boxing. I'm sorry. Yes, baseball. Yeah, my apologies. Baseball. Not boxing. Baseball. He did golf, and then he ended up coming back to basketball. The difference about Michael Jordan though is that I love when people compare to Michael Jordan because Michael Jordan is like he's like a phenom. He's amazing. Michael Jordan won 3 rings. The nigga retired. The nigga did baseball. The nigga did golf. The nigga came back and won 3 rings. With the Wizards?
No, not with the Wizards. I'm talking about after his supposed retirement. You understand? He came back wearing the 4-5, like Jay-Z said, on the Bulls, and got a ring. You know what I'm saying? Got more rings after that.
Yeah, you're right.
So Michael Jordan is a phenom, and I hate when people compare Michael Jordan to anything.
That's what I want to say. It was
No, he was 45 on the Bulls. What's wrong with you?
He came back.
Dog. Google it right now. He came back 45. There's a Bulls jersey with the 45 on. That's what Jay-Z said. I came back wearing the 4-5.
Wait, so we're going just based
not to
on
play
what
games
Jay-Z
with
said?
you, but to aim at you. No.
I want to say it was the Wizards. That's what I thought.
All right. Who wants to bet? I'm
not betting it.
Oh, you're not because you're not right.
I know I'm not right. I don't know shit about it.
Take a bet. Anybody bets? Oh boy, a bets. Oh boy, a bets. What's up?
Either way, thank you for tuning in to.
So, y'all already know Memorial Weekend is coming up, and everybody's getting their grills popping. All my West Indian Massive, all my Southern
Trinidadian and Jamaican, please stand up. I also have to add Haiti in there too, just because I went to Haiti. So, yeah, I'm gonna throw them in.
all my Southern black folks, all my people in Baltimore and Maryland doing their craft thing. It's Memorial Day. Memorial Day is coming up. We're gonna have some great food. We all gonna get great food. I know my West Indian Massive is gonna be out there. My West Indian Massive, listen. My West Indian peoples get it popping all day and all night, so it's not a big deal.
We eating chana.
Macaroni pie, boy. Give me macaroni pie on my side, boy.
Again, roti, doubles, aloo pie. It's not roti. There's no D in roti. There's no D.
Give me the chana and me roti, boy.
Yeah, I did pumpkin and spinach.
I'm all American. Lorona is West Indian, so she got that.
All West Indian.
But anyway, Memorial Day weekend is coming, and we know that.
So what's your plan? What's your plans?
My plans is to eat good.
Okay.
That's my plan.
Are you doing
eat
like
good, relax, chill, smoke a pound, and eat.
I'm sorry, a pound
in a day. Smoke a pound in a day or two.
That's a lot.
With my people, not just me, my brethren. That's for us all. But the main thing is good smoke. Good food, good drinks, good company.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
So
it's a holiday and
Are
everybody's
you going like barbecue hopping?
I might. You know what it is?
Yeah,
is that I'm surrounded
either.
by people of all cultures. So I got the Spanish, I got the West Indian, I got the nappy head niggas in the back, I got white folks, I got everybody. So I might hop around a little bit.
Why do niggas always gotta be nappy headed?
Nappy head nigga, baby. That's the original black. You know what I mean? We the niggas that built the railroads out here. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I get you, but why we always gotta be nappy headed?
I don't call West Indian people that. West Indian people get mad. They get right. I ain't nobody nigga. I ain't nobody nigga. Don't ever say nigga to the roster.
Nah.
The roster be like,
we not
who
trying
you
to
calling
hear that.
nigga?
We not trying to hear that.
I ain't your nigga.
We not trying to hear that.
Nah, y'all my
We
niggas.
are West Indian. We are our own caliber of people.
Y'all niggas could dance with your shirts off all you want. Y'all are my niggas, my nigga. Go to Labor Day parade and throw all that powder all over each other. All y'all niggas want.
That's Juve.
Y'all is my niggas.
Juve.
And Labor Day the next day, they still walking outside with the powder on the black pants, boy.
Because Trinidadians know how to party.
Yo, West Indian folks know how to party, yo. I love partying with West Indian folks.
We could party for hours on end and not get tired, not need any food or drink aside from alcohol. But
usually indigenous people know how to give it up right.
That's
true. Know how to party, you know what I'm saying?
That's true.
You know
That's true. So yeah, for me this weekend, I don't really plan on doing that much. Like, hang out with the family.
I'm gonna do what I've always done. It's another year in the books, another Labor Day. Another Memorial Day. I can't wait for Labor Day. That's why I'm saying Labor Day. I'm thinking Labor Day.
You enjoy Labor Day? Is that your thing?
I enjoy. You know what I enjoy? I enjoy seeing my West Indian peoples come out with their heritage because guess what? As all black people that's in America, all the different types of black people like Pan-Africans, Africans, American blacks, West Indians. The West Indian culture every year does not upset me. They never let me down with their celebration because they are a prideful people and they love showing the world, like, yo, we from Trinidad, we from Guyana, we from Jamaica, we from Haiti. They love it, and they come out and they salute and they stand up.
I mean, we're also.
Where's my nappy head niggas at? I gotta wait till February.
No, Juneteenth.
Until it's Black History
No,
Month.
yeah, you have Juneteenth.
Bow, nigga. Where my nappy head niggas at?
Yo,
Where's all my niggas at Morehouse College after that tuition paid off, huh? What's up?
I'm doing a barbecue for Juneteenth. Pull up. I celebrate Juneteenth. And that
Juneteenth?
Yeah, you never heard of Juneteenth?
Explain it to me, because maybe I've heard it but don't really recognize
Juneteenth
it.
Juneteenth is the day of which we which we call our independence.
Who is we?
Black people.
West Indians?
No, it's black folks. We call it our independence.
Because it sounds familiar. Juneteenth, it rings a bell, but I'm not, I'm a nappy head nigga, so I'm not really abreast to it.
And that's even more reason as to why you should know about Juneteenth.
Right, that's why I'm asking. That's why I'm asking.
It's our
So what's up with Juneteenth? Where they celebrate that? Where they do that at?
In United States. Black people in the United States celebrate it all the time. So it's June 19th.
You know I live in the United States too, right?
And so June 19th you need to be having a barbecue. So Ski's having a barbecue. Pull up.
Ski's having a barbecue?
You're having a barbecue.
Guess what?
Now. Pull up.
Put the camera on me, you motherfucking right. Now that I know about this shit, Juneteenth, what, right?
Yeah, y'all never heard of Juneteenth?
There's a bunch of people out there that know.
Yeah. No,
there's a bunch of Larona's followers who know about Juneteenth.
Now I'm gonna look
she
it up.
posts that shit on Instagram. Listen,
Juneteenth is a real thing.
The vault caters to every African American or
I didn't even have to put it through.
If it's a real Juneteenth thing, the real vault will have a barbecue.
Also known as Juneteenth Independence Day or Freedom Day, is an American holiday that commemorates June 19th, announced the abolition of slavery in the United States.
June 19th, really?
Yes.
Okay, so
that is a real thing.
No, and I believe you. I'm just trying to learn about it. So is that a day where we actually there's a historical landmark moment where we got freedom, or
we consider it our freedom?
So we hold that day down for nappy head niggas.
There you go. Okay. Even more reason for you being a nappy head nigga should know about.
That's why I'm trying to learn about it. Me neither, but. We'll run with it. We'll run with it. Listen, the real vault caters to all nappy head niggas, all nappy head West Indian niggas, and all the niggas out there, right?
Shout outs to Juneteenth. He's having a barbecue. First annual Juneteenth barbecue.
The real vault is having a barbecue. First ever Juneteenth. Because Larona just made up a holiday, so we're gonna rock out with it. We'll rock out with the holiday that you made up.
It's a real thing.
And we'll do a barbecue. I'll be there as usual, smoking and drinking and all the usual shit I do, talking shit. And we're gonna make some poppin' ass food, and that's what's gonna be Juneteenth.
I'm with that.
All right. So on that note, you know what I mean, I'm gonna wrap it up. Just want to say, happy Memorial Day to everybody. Be safe, be smart, and enjoy yourself from the heart. Drink responsibly, drive safe. You know what I mean? Don't get stupid out there, man, because you know them cops is out there ready to grab you up. You know what I mean?
Yesterday, cops was out crazy.
Niggas ran down on me yesterday for some bullshit.
Are you serious?
I mean, I was smoking, drinking, shooting heroin, and doing crack when the cops pulled up, but no, I'm just joking.
With a little cocaine on the side.
I had coke all over my mustache, and I smelled like alcohol. I was smoking a joint, the size of a fucking size 11 Uptown shop. You know what I mean? And when they rolled up, they put the lights on me. They were like, cop rolled up like, "Hey, boy, what are you doing?" I'm like, "Nothing. What are you doing?"
What did they pull you over for?
Nah, they pulled me over because I failed the signal. That's what the cop claimed.
They still pull you over for that?
Yeah, they pull you over for anything. When you're a young black man in America, baby, listen. And they knew I was a nappy head nigga because when they pulled me over,
who don't know about Juneteenth?
Right. And when they pulled me over, they was like, "Step out of the car, sir." And like
immediately?
Three Hennessy bottles fell out the car. And I was like, "I'm not drunk, nigga. Just give me a ticket. It's only weed." But I had coke on my mustache and a heroin needle hanging out of my arm and shit. So it was like, "Nigga, we have no choice. We have to take you to jail." Like, I'm lucky to be here right now. Nah, I'm just fooling around. I don't partake in drugs. If you call marijuana a drug, then fuck you. Because marijuana is not a drug. I don't partake in drugs and alcohol. Me and Larona don't partake in drugs. Well, I don't partake in drugs and alcohol. I don't partake
you gotta
in drugs
drink
and
on
alcohol.
the set. You can't lie.
This is Pepsi. Look, everybody. That's Coca-Cola, y'all.
Happy Memorial Day.
Happy Memorial Day weekend, y'all. To everybody out there from the Real Vault, Verona, give them something.
Eat good, drink good. To all those that wish us well, and all the rest can go to hell. Y'all have a good time this weekend,
and we lit for Juneteenth. You were scared to do the high five that time. You thought I was gonna get you with the holster. I saw you.
Nah, I knew you was doing this.